This is the Moto Edge 50 Neo that launched at just 23,000 rupees. And with this launch, Motorola is making a big, bold move. This will not only change the budget segment, but will also solve one of their biggest problems. I'll talk about it in detail, but first, let's just get to know this phone better. See, when I first took this phone out of the box, it felt different. I say this because it's compact, very comfortable to hold, fits perfectly in hands, and quite lightweight as well. Now, it's not as compact as S23 or S24, but it's still better than all the other phones in this segment. It's also built like a tank with military-grade certification and IP68 rating, so you can treat it like your best friend. And it's not just the size of the phone, the display also stands out. Okay, so these are some of the Moto phones that launched this year, and in those phones, this phone stands out big time because of the flat display. Yes, this one has a flat display, so for everyone who wasn't considering Moto phones because of the curves, you finally have an option. And since it's a flat panel, you won't have any issue in finding the right screen protector too. But I must tell you this, if you're buying this phone, you should definitely get a screen protector because it's protected by Gorilla Glass 3, which is not the best. But I can't say the same about the display quality. It's definitely one of the best displays that I have seen in this segment. It's a nice and sharp 1.5K LTPO POLED panel with 120Hz refresh rate, and it's pretty bright outdoors too, so no problems in terms of visibility. Now, LTPO panel in this segment, not common. Realme GT60 is the only other phone that comes with an LTPO display, but it costs 27K. The movies and shows also look very good on the screen. There's proper HDR support on YouTube and Prime Video, but it's not there in Netflix as of yet. The stereo speakers also play their part nicely and get pretty loud with good separation. I also tried out the spatial sound feature with zero expectations, but turns out it makes a big difference. And yeah, you also get always on display on this phone, which is kinda surprising because no other Moto phone has this except for the Razr 50 series. Let's just talk about the cameras now, because the Edge 50 Neo got some pretty meaningful upgrades over the Edge 40 Neo. There's now a proper triple rear camera setup with an upgraded 50 megapixel Sony LYT 700C main sensor, a 13 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 10 megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom, which is still rare in this segment. I took a lot of photos from this phone, but I'll start with selfies, because the 32 megapixel front camera captures some pretty sharp selfies with good details and keeps the color accurate. I haven't seen any phone capture selfies with this much perfection in recent times. The rear cameras also take some very good shots. The details are captured well, but the colors are a bit saturated. The ultra-wide camera also maintains the color well, and the details are decent too, and the 3x shots from the telephoto lens also turn out to be quite good. In case you're looking to shoot reels or shots from this phone, this is how it'll look. The videos look pretty good and they are quite stable too, but you can't switch lenses while recording 4K 30. See, the camera performance on this phone is really good. The only thing that you should know is that the camera app might act a little pricey sometimes. When you tap on it, it takes some extra time to open, and it's not the case with just this phone. In fact, it's the same with a lot of other Moto phones. I think Motorola should optimize this, because there are situations when you want to capture a moment before it fades away, and in those situations, fast camera app is a must. By the way, I've also left the camera samples drive link, so check it out if you want to have a good look at the photos. See, I've been using this phone extensively for the past few days, and in day-to-day usage, this phone performs without any issues. Apart from the camera app, all the apps open just fine. The RAM management was never an issue, and there were no weird bugs or stutters. With MediaTek Dimensity 7300, 8GB LPDDR4X RAM, and 256GB UFS 2.2 storage, you can't expect hardcore gaming on this phone. And it certainly doesn't stand out against the competition as well, because you get the same chipset in CMF Phone 1, but in casual usage, it serves you well. Now, I did play some games on it, and they are playable at lowest settings, but that's pretty much it. Don't expect much. The phone also doesn't get warm while extended camera usage or even navigation, so that's quite good. Now, one thing that I got a lot of questions about is the battery life. The battery size of this phone doesn't inspire much confidence, because 5000 mAh is the least that we expect, but a slow processor and an LTPO display works in the favor of this phone, and I got an SOT of 5.5 hours with 15% remaining with low to medium usage, and that's really good. Honestly, I was expecting worse. The overnight battery drain was 4%, which is not bad. In terms of charging though, the 68-watt charger takes the phone from 24 to 100% in 46 minutes. Plus the phone also supports 15-watt wireless charging, which is again rare in this segment. Other than that, mobile data speeds and Wi-Fi connectivity was all fine, and I didn't face any issues at all. There are 16 5G bands, Bluetooth 5.4 and NFC, so yeah, pretty sorted. Now, you must be thinking that I've told you everything about this phone but still haven't spoken about the bold move. Well, here it is. Moto Edge 50 Neo is coming with 5 years of OS updates, which was completely unexpected and a big bold move. Even though it was fine to give just 3 years of OS updates if Motorola provided updates faster than usual, but they went ahead and gave 2 more years of updates. I think it's a bold message that means only one thing. From now on, Motorola is going to get very serious about their software game. Remember in the past we used to say that Moto cameras are average, cut to 2024 and they are now among the best ones. If Moto does the same thing with software, which I'm assuming they're onto right now, I think it'll solve their biggest problem and will also accelerate their growth even further. Now, this is what I think. What will actually happen, only time will tell. So yeah, that's the Moto Edge 50 Neo. You can consider this phone if you're not into gaming, because other than the performance, this is a pretty good phone. That's it from my side. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.